Итак, всем привет, мы продолжаем играть в диско Elysium. Так, ну это мы все надо повторить, да. Давай вот это, да.
All right, you only have time for one argument. Choose wisely.
What always happens the same? Not after this.
Okay, now easy now. Tell them these men didn't do it. There's a peaceful way out. Dangerous. Ask about him first. You don't want personal facts about his dead friend.
Sergeant May.
As he moved, click. No.
For killing, maiming, and
He sways.
He wasn't my fucking.
Beaten by a foster parent.
Same fucking.
Okay, good.
Ooh, we researched.
This
It's...
open fire. We can't have that. Interfere now.
Baby, it was creepy. Fuck do you mean?
We've heard this.
Yeah. It led.
Ready to open fire, Major.
Our colonel did what he had to do. In your ship, He likes to fire mortars at random.
He was a good.
Oh, fucking.
А, ну да,
listen,
только черных
told
убивал
us
почти.
what? Find it. I know what.
Big talk, but that leaf compactor won't leave his mind anytime soon. It's a small thing, but it got him off center.
Rude.
All of you cunts inside out.
The gunner. What do you think?
There, on the rim of Owen Clerven's help, about these the two little white figures in the end of
That's T. King.
Так, ну чё, застрелить, да? Поговорили, все нормально. Застрелить. Пока. Бах.
a plume of smoke and fire erupts from the gun, and your hand goes numb from the explosion. There is a hole in his cheek. Blood gushes out as he stumbles back. His lips, moving, swollen with fear, are trying to say, shoot him, but he can't. To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady, but the long barrel of the rifle sways. You leap left. A swarm of angry lead passes mere millimeters from your side, tearing fabric off your coat. Feels like the lightest of tucks. The man tilts his head. Try. Watch out. To your left.
God, please.
He's aiming for the eye slot. Two shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other from DePaul's. Blood gushes from the helmet's eye. An unbelievable shot. Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind
Глен,
you.
видимо, в любом
His
случае
mangled-
умирает.
Oh God. You see two crazed eyes staring
Ой, он
at
живой
you
еще.
through all the smoke and the panic, with blood gushing from his face.
А, от
The
этого
man
выстрела
raises
невозможно
his
увернуться.
pistol at you.
Понятно,
Then
просто
he
невозможно.
squeezes the trigger.
От него нельзя увернуться. 3% шанс, от этого невозможно увернуться, да и все.
The look of vengeance, framed in blue. Here it comes. Death.
Ну давай. Ну да, 3% шанс. Да, это нереальная проверка была там. По всей видимости.
You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire, and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll. The Hardy Boys are screaming, fighting, dying.
Stop! The cop! Protect the cop! He's down!
Warm blood pools under. Don't go into shock. Hold on. Most of what's down there. You can also feel the bone where the bullet went in. Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of.
You're bleeding out. Stay with me. You hear me?
But you can't. It's so a slender white shadow towering. Someone stands. Scream immediately. He's gonna die. No, you say, and hand out your firearm to him. Your hand, that's all it takes. There is no room for hesitation. You hear a faint scream, a woman's. Then the sound disappears, like something.
This is death.
Ну, кстати,
One
теперь
more
хоть стрельбу
door,
начали
baby.
мы, а не
One
они.
more door.
The fight? There is no fight. He's not taking it and rotting and being.
He can't go. There is a radio in the distance. A radio of the world.
Hours turn to days. Soon. It was him. He is the infernal engine. He never stops.
You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It's nothing. You're alive. That's what matters.
Sunrise, Parabellum.
Он ее и не надевал, по-моему.
Yes. The joke wasn't fun.
The close proximity of death must have made the lieutenant contemplate his life choices.
Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him 2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse. And drink water. Reasonably bad. You were shot in the left quadriceps. That's your thigh. We will see. No. I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me that I'm sure they're worried about you. I did. No need. Not very. I have a concussion from that woman beating me with... Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see her coming. Stupid of me.
Ладно, это мне все поспрашивал. Эх.
Easy now.
You can take it. Just don't lean.
How are you?
He nods.
It's not
Вот,
ouch
ну,
time
вот могу
yet.
спросить.
You just got the Dramamine pill an hour ago.
Dramamine. Then it's not that bad. Neither surgical nor organ damage bad. But still, under the...
Sunrise Parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolution.
Isn't that written on your...
It served you well. The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt. I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely. Yes, we have also completely failed, but that's okay. What happened? You shot the Major in the face. Yes.
A blood-stained killer.
As retaliation, the rifleman tried shooting you. He missed, or you dodged. Then I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. Glenn did not survive.
This is not the first person to...
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo did not make it. They both died before they made it to intensive care. Titus survives. Yes, he's still alive. You were bleeding out. You said something, I don't know what. I killed her. And that's what happened. The Pole was the last to die. Everhart had their bodies returned to Crenel because we deterred them? Or Joyce did? Maybe the harbor. Maybe they are simply taking their time and will attack soon. 4. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, and Angus. The fat one, This is the one. All. Yes, officer. 7. But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the pit, and we are still...
He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those two armies.
I honestly don't know. We can't talk to Everhart. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp. I don't know what to think. It might not have been a bad idea. There is a pin somewhere in the... Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone. And Claudia too. We really should have arrested her. Oh yes, she left 20 minutes prior to the... Turns out it was a bad idea not to arrest her. but maybe
Who would have figured?
that was our job to find out, wasn't it? Honestly, I just don't know. Honestly, I think our
Эх, тут много
investigation
всего.
has not produced a single credible suspect. It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around. We found one. All completely unusable. It's precise. Absolutely. There's no other way.
He's made his peace with it. He's had time to do so.
I don't know. That's been there for years. We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics in situ. I agree with this. What else? We could find thousands more if we wanted.
But they seemed so mysterious. There's a little pause. He says nothing as well.
Yes. God cursed the footprints, not solving the case for us. Au diable. What? Every piece of garbage in the city is not...
He's wrong.
Okay. Don't be narcissistic. Half the cops in Revachol West are his peonies. Even...
That does make some sense.
What is? Something.
He does not know it's morning outside, you think. He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
It really is very...
That concussion must be making him dizzy.
No. Are you ready to limp? Good. Where do you want to limp?
A gust of wind blows in from the bay. The duraluminum box around you vibrates imperceptibly. A familiar cold, a red thread on the roof upstairs. Taut.
Why not?
Так, ну у нас
Another
осталась
look at
одна
the
пуля
window,
еще, да?
perhaps? The one he was shot through. I don't know.
Так, 2 очка навыков появились. В участок позвонить. Так. Одежда. Меняем опять. Ну и вроде это можно и оставить. Патрон один есть еще. Хорошо. Мгм. Так, это что? А, ну обновилось, да, типа. О, в номер Кима зайти, вау, неужели?
These papers bear the stamp of the RCM. They appear to be fragments of...
I had Garth open the door to your room. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night. It would have been easy were it not for my concussion. We both got lucky, considering the odds we faced. I am sure neither of us feels solid enough to keep loiter.
The bathroom mirror has been... The bed's a little nicer now. You could get a good night's sleep.
Опа, что это? Вентилятор типа, да? А, нет.
The fan is spinning.
Могу потянуть за вентилятор. Все так же не буду, зачем мне это? Так, на балкон выйдем. Так, что там?
Next to the stack of bills, you see a note. A few lines. See you at the return. P.S.
A gift. It's hardly surprising. I am not drawing my gun. Yet.
He says he's not, but his hand moves instinctively toward. Just don't walk into another. Relax. Not everyone is out to trap.
Ну, открой дверь.
The medicine cabinet is a pity.
She certainly had her priorities straight when she was packing.
You see the same two neon-lit shapes. A man and a woman. Only
This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us.
a ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth. It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of the island in the bay.
Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna. That is where the thread seems to point. I remember. She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole.
She had a long time to think about.
It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her? I find that hard to believe, but at this point, what difference does it? So it is.
For a second he seems tired.
I just haven't gotten a look.
He doesn't really believe this will yield anything. The lead is flimsy. You might as well go around Martinez looking under. There, across the grey water, amidst crumbling concrete, a birch tree, and the half-sunken ruins of a flak tower.
Not a lot, no. Could be the makings of a sniper's net.
Why not? Military fortifications are made for that kind of thing.
Okay, let's go to the fucking island. How do we get there? Joyce Messier had a sloop, but she's gone. Ah, yes, of course. The village.
Так, ну идем на выход. Ну давайте вот через это выйдем, чтобы по-другому выйти. Да выйди ты, что с ним не так? Че он выйти не может? Отправляйтесь на остров. А это вообще нет заданий. Какой день? Понедельник снова настал. День 8. Теперь. Так, следуем снова.
You clearly see foot.
Jackpot. These.
Вот, это уже давно говорил. Так, на этом формате я больше не могу играть, да?
The machine is dead.
Ну да. Эх. Надеюсь, он не попросит меня платить за 2 дня, которые я тут спал. Я ему все-таки где-то помог, типа, да.
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you. You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you... I give credit where credit is due, and that, sir, was a nice shot. I wish you a quick recovery. Also, you and your partner are staying here free now. This establishment supports cops. The stay is... Oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business. I don't remember everyone who comes here, and many people were... Yeah, I was, yeah. That's because I'm a bad ass.
He nods back at just 2 badass men nodding. Make that 3. The lieutenant is nodding too, hands crossed.
No problem. Another thing. Great. Yes?
Так, все. Эти тут остались. Может, скинул, кстати, о чем-нибудь.
Hi again,
поговорить, напишу
Gendarme.
такого.
Oh, yes, let's see. Sure, you did. And I told you he can be very useful. Bye-bye,
Ладно,
Gendarme.
вообще ни о чем.
Yes?
Seeing you approach, the bruised man raises his spear.
Crazy motherfucker. That was one hell of a shot. Hell of a shot. I guess what I'm trying to say here is, thank you for...
His hand is covered in bruises and half plastered. This is big. It's as big of a thank you as Titus Hardy can muster under any circumstances.
Well, cheers anyway, Copper. Don't know, don't care. I'll be glad if I never... Nope.
He did. He shrugs and tries to look uninterested.
Theo was old. I think he'd be pretty happy with the way he went. Never. But Angus, he was just a stupid kid. Didn't realize the mess he'd gotten into.
Here it comes. The last one is the worst one. He owned an honest tactic.
And Glenn was my friend. Best I've ever had. I'd love that crazy homo like my own brother. We're all fucked without him. But what do? This job is shit. Dennis, that poor little rat is dead too. I always thought he'd run. But no, he stayed.
Man, getting shot has really squeezed all the funk out of you. Mark my word.
Right. But today ain't that day yet. I guess I'll take a closer look at our union members. There's bound to... Might even ask Tibbs if he's tired of replacing windows. And maybe wants to have some fun with his brother.
He's right. The numbers are replaceable. In an organization of thousands of...
Judging by the sight of you, I'd suggest crawl...
Yeah, go pay Monica a visit in general. She's got a knack for making men forget about their worries.
Hell, you both look like you could use some feminine
Thank you for your advice, Eugene, and you too, Alain. I do always appreciate a good...
You're welcome, Bina Claude. You're all right in my book. Take care, coppers. You two look after yourselves now.
Copo loco. And normal cop, I guess.
Thanks for getting involved, guys. Not a lot of cops would step in.
And if you ever feel like the uniform is holding you back.
Так, ну-ка, ты что-нибудь скажешь? Кроме денег ничего не скажет, понятно, видимо, уже. Так, что это? Блин, какая-то сложная.
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight. This was Cindy the Scar. The lieutenant crouches.
Looks like it, yes.
The return.
Could be. In Revachol West, someone somewhere is always whispering about Le Retour. It's an aerograffito, meant and blood.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable?
Поджечь.
The fuel oil catches fire immediately with an ominous hiss. A bright orange flash across the surface of the letters. Black smoke rises from the burning message. The lieutenant has taken a small step back. The flames warmed him too.
Let's go to that island.
Slowly, the flames subside.
Да. Такс. Жаль, с этим скуна поговорим чаще. Чё. Понятно.
The tracks are as they have ever been. A bit more worn, perhaps.
Everyone says you started crying in the middle of a firefight and then bled like a pig. I guess that was cool. People, they say you'd kind of died for a moment, that you let your shit out already. Just don't think because you got half your dick shot off and you're an invalid now. Kuno doesn't reward weakness. It's business as...
Feels good for some reason.
Watch out, pig. It's a dangerous world out there. Who knows?
Понятно.
I'll die before I squeal.
Понятно. Так. Че, идем с кем-нибудь еще говорить? Может, к этой подняться? Блин, далеко тупать, конечно. А это что тут у нас? Уже забыл, ну-ка. Фонарик, пожалуйста. Где? Проигрывать. Так, куда? Скажешь что-нибудь? У тебя прям вид на нее должен быть, по идее, наверное.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Ничего, понятно.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind. That's a classic, yes. A standard for 7 real. I could have it ready in 8 hours.
8 часов?
Maybe you have
Слушай,
no need
извини,
to
но у
I'm
меня времени
listening.
нет, понимаешь
Good.
ли. Я бы заказал, надо было раньше заказывать. А сейчас-то времени нет найти. Гости всякие. Ой, давай, беги.
Oh my god! Things have gotten out of hand! I thought the psychic stuff was bad, but the crime! It's even worse! I haven't been able to come to work for 3 days! Oh my god! Even the police can't take care of all of this. Maybe I should close the bookstore and open a psychic studio. Yeah, I could teach people to protect themselves against bad energies and to fight crime. No need to be modest, good officer. You've convinced me. It is a great idea. In the meantime, do buy the books, as many as you can.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
О, вау.
Which book was it, sir? Oh, I'm very sorry, sir. I haven't read that one yet.
Ну ладно. Опа.
Give up. You'll never find the answer. There's no other copy of Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity here, because that's how the world works. But what if you never find out? There isn't. If only you had more time. Maybe if there had been more money. Or more. Or that. Yes. Either way, you might have been able to cut. Hang on. You can do this. Use your imagination. So, who killed Charlie Spillane and Diana Denova, detective? Just fucking pick one. Sure, yes. They died of an Why not? Love gets a lot of people killed. Speaking of.
Так. Побежали туда, сходим, да? Синди исчезла. Возможно, она в здании где-то просто. Короче, мне не туда заходить. Не думаю, что там что-то стоящее будет. Что похоже, я не знаю. Что он вообще сказал, ну ладно. Мужик за грузовиком тут все так стоит.
My man, you're alive. Almost. Kind of. Sort of. Man, what a day. I missed out on most of the action, but So what's next? You guys heading back to Jamrock now? Talk is local union muscle were behind it all. I'd reckon the case is closed, even if it kind of turned into a shit show. Good luck with that, my man. Ain't easy being you, but hey, you're still breathing, right? Fuck it. I'm a bad guy now. There's things more important than holding. We are what we are. And you're... Shoot. Sorry, man. Didn't mean... Okay.
Is it wise to shoot the lieutenant? What are you doing?
Woof. Good on her. And good... Merciful. Downright merciful. You cops keep access...
He's clearly...
Alright. That's enough, Sheriff.
Так. Все, побежали. Подальше отсюда. Так, вот с этим еще поговорить можно.
Wow! A cop limping down the street, bleeding from the shoulder, face bruised. Cool! That's cool!
Понятно. Ой, мужику в ломбард, давайте зайдем еще.
Between you and me, this is why I don't get involved in local politics in its purest form. Now, what can I... Sure, let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Да забери. А, вот. А, у меня есть кость для Вирала. А, не, я ее из набора получил, по-моему, как раз таки, да. Ладно, все, вот это вот оставим.
Another time, perhaps.
Так, ну тут ничего, по-моему. Давайте уходим отсюда. Кстати, хп не восстановились. Ладно, у меня, если что, хилки есть, если что, восстановлю, если захочу.
Our tenant, the policeman. Even I can see that. Though I suppose you took the worst of it. Turns out you were your own ill omen. I'm not sure those were the loss of...
Then we'll be ready.
Детям надо еще рассказать, да?
The scruffy-haired little...
Нет. Так, бомжам. Подойдем к ним.
Man, you're like bleeding.
The legend returns. You know the dance. Smokable smokes.
Man, you're like bleeding.
Uncle. But
There's no waking him.
Все, давай, поплыли. Сохранимся вот так.
Officer Harry, what happened? You're limp.
You're not limping. She sounds almost disappointed with you, reprimanding you for falling and hurting your knee.
Is this from the shooting in town? We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guy.
You didn't only get shot.
Well, good for you. So you're a killer. That's good, I guess.
Я забыл к машине подойти, должен спросить, заново возвращаться сейчас буду.
Aye, I bet they are. The good ones, at least. Of course. Can I help you with something?
Так, подожди, ща мы вернемся, нам обратно бежать теперь. Ой. Ладно. Сейчас я добью. Так, оп, оп.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Something is wrong. Only no reply.
It's been this way for a while now. My guess is the Union. It only happens when someone mentions the attack. The rest is unaffected. Our best bet is to carry on. No more dangerous than stepping between 3 armed mercenaries and 8 Union men, I hope. I don't like it either, but that's the way it is. The street seems safe enough to me. You can try calling again.
They're shutting you up, silencing you. Everything sounds okay. No drumbeat of total war yet. If anything, in the cabin, you see a set of
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a...
10-4, come in, officer. Over. 10-4, sir. Roger that, and very glad to hear it. I will make relevant changes to the report. 10-4, sir. Well, there's been some talk, sir. I only meant that there's been some talk in the station, that's all. But then again, some of us truly are on the take. It's unfortunate. Over. 10-4, sir. 10-4. Orders as your orders. Roger that.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? It will take...
Her voice...
Gottlieb, what is it now? Ah, it's you. Great. Any other complaint? Mm-hmm.
Anything else? 57.
In the cabin, you...
Понятно. И что там? А, и все. Просто спросили и все. Ладно. Отправляйтесь на остров, окей. Все, побежали. Бежим. Оп. Так.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down. That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tide just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead. Used to be some kind of fortification there before the war. For the...
Hasn't been there herself. Who has then?
My husband used to drink there. Him and his drinking buddies.
This must be one of the many fortifications that was used in the dying days of the...
The kids sometimes go there too. I know they do, on rafts. I tell them not. The twins. God forbid they bring the girl along on some rickety bob.
Can we maybe ask your twins about that place?
Be my guest. They've a strange way of talking. See if you can get anything useful out of them. I seldom do. Well, most of it's sunken. Underwater. That means concrete underwater. Cut you...
Aye, aye, Captain.
I'm sad to hear that. Take care of that with ether.
That's cool. You boasting your bacterial infection like that.
Ладно.
If you promise
Я
to
не
bring it
знал,
back.
что у нас какая-то
And no
бактериальная
scraping the
инфекция.
hull.
Ну ладно.
Just got it nice and yellow. And no drinking on the boat.
Of course, ma'am. It's only for a day or two.
Aye.
The crow's feet disappear from the corners of her eye.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small...
Так, опа.
The scruffy-haired little boy.
And that iron. That's, nothing. It's just, and we make a fire. Mm-hmm. Gather the sticks for the fire.
Bullet shells. There are a lot of them left over from the war.
I don't know what these are. They're lights. The fire guy comes and asks.
Your nerve endings sting from the they must mean a human being on that island, but it's cut off.
No. Yes.
Let's go with yes.
Because he asks to put the fire out. I don't know. He doesn't like. Yes. I don't know.
Did you mean there are electrical lights?
Yes. No, he doesn't live there. No, he lives there. He doesn't live there.
Anything else?
I don't know. We ran. He just yelled. Our father. Don't say that. He didn't.
Так, я не помню, от чего говорила она, он умер. От алкоголя все-таки, да? А нет, он утонул, по-моему.
I don't know. Doesn't even have anything to do with this year.
The two things are unconnected. Your question didn't make sense.
There's
Lights, fire guy. We should check up on that island.
Так, ну, маленькой нечем, по-моему, спрашивать, да? У них... Они ее с собой-то не берут.
Hello, mister.
Ну да.
Bye.
Так, готово. Ага. Тречка навыков есть. Хорошо.
Our tenant.
Так, чтобы мне потратиться, так, если подумать. В энциклопедию, может. Актуализация. Риторика. Думаю, риторика нужна. Короче, пока что не прокачаемся, а во время диалога какого-нибудь, если что, будем прокачиваться. Я думаю, нормально. Ну-ка, опа. Ей может что-нибудь рассказать теперь.
Be careful out there.
Нет, все, поплыли.
A skiff with a small steering engine in the back. Once you get in, that's it. One pull of the starter hand. Have you made all the necessary preparation? Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this.
Магнитофон?
What? Fine. Let's blast.
Sad FM is a radio station specializing in sad, slow rock song.
Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever. Eternally.
Интересно, как она детей отпускает плавать до острова.
It will last forever. Eternally.
разлилась или что это? Вон слева. Ну ладно.
Want to be free. Eternally.
The boat comes to a slow stop. The lieutenant in the silence. A sputter of wind.
Let's go.
Ага, вообще никаких заданий на понедельник. Ясно.
The chain trails off into the ocean, connecting the island to the supply depot.
Ah, yes. So it seems. For bringing munitions to the island, maybe? And supplies?
As a defensive measure, locking off that
From enemies. Enemies of the commune of Revachol. These C4.
The dry grass crackles under your feet as you stop. Far away, birds with the flock of quail departs. Now more than 100 meters away, on the islet, there is almost no wind, like a silent orchestra tuning, of great importance to the few who attend.
Опять на западе, на востоке, ну ладно.
A silent hiss, sea air moving, the faraway roar of the city, distant like today's dream. A low hum. The air slowly moves through. Air flows out of a pillbox window. There is very little there. The air cossets flowers on a meadow called a Mamadakwa. We are way out. No, it's just your imagination.
Yes?
This is where a lesser man would stop to think about the pain shooting up his right leg and into his groin. Not you.
I have. Is that why we're stopping?
The lieutenant nods.
Yes?
This is where a lesser man.
It is. Is that...
Okay.
ICM. This feels familiar somehow.
It does. The RCM may descend from the ICM. It's impossible to say. It was chaos after the war. The name was good for getting people to jump.
Nice political thought. It's going to be hard to say them. Carrying around all that weight on a busted crutch is making you pant.
That's just a coincidence, officer. The Cormail was founded in Insulindian Citizens Militia. It's the official name of the communals army.
Sounds an awful lot like.
No.
With its horns in the sky. The symbol.
No, that's a
DeLorean era symbol of Insulinda, known as the face in the sea.
Я думал, почему за энциклопедию не дает теперь реалы, а это же не проверка. Так что так выходит. Ну ладно.
After 44 years? That's not nearly enough to hide what happened here. One of these barrels was still leaking fuel, as you saw. The city is full of things like this.
An old cylindrical generator is nested above the ammo lift. With makeshift, the lieutenant puts his hand.
It's cold now, But someone has...
Wait, haven't you heard this before? A hollow ring. The canister is empty. Dust falls from the generator and down.
I don't know.
That is his idea of a joke.
Someone with basic electrical skills has restored it in order to keep the room warm.
The wind outside picks up suddenly, with a faint howl.
Downstairs, somewhere? Liquid carbon. I would imagine it takes mazout. The kind that's favored by vagrants and fuel thieves.
The lieutenant pauses. Something's
long and cold.
Он тут жил.
There's a greasy old spring mattress in the corner, resting on piles of soft-cover books.
Someone has been squatting here. The linen is fresh, recently washed.
You force the rest of the sentence out through pain.
You know, officer, you can rest here if you are feeling tired. I will keep watch. You could use some rest for what's ahead. Yes, anytime. If you need a rest.
You don't have to be a hero.
Ладно, надо будет еще
Books
поспать,
and
видимо,
magazines lie scattered on the... Most are soft covers. Serialized fantastique and detective popular depictions of man versus nature by amateur naturalists T&T Harpin. Husband and wife among what is mostly commercial fiction and serialized stories. You find a magazine cathodique.
Someone's made themselves a home.
Концептуализация. Так, сейчас.
Soft covers.
Ой, это все одно, да? Это что? Зимний шарф. Низких излишков. Понятно. Так. Я забыл, что я хотел. Я хотел на концептуализацию одеться. Это... По-моему, это все, да? Вот это вот еще, да. Короче, плюс 2 смог сделать, больше не смогу, по идее, да? Да. Ну давайте еще, если что, вот так вот себя усилим, короче. Опа. Ровно на максималочку. Так.
Soft covers, serialized fantastic. Oh yes, under the bed, there is a rather extensive collection of critical theory. That is, dour, life non-affirming left-wing literature, published by small imprints such as Abattoir Firm and Ouzia. It's not exactly like reading.
Ouzia. Humanitarian sciences. Stands out.
Your incendiary remark has failed to provoke him. Wasn't there some in the communist students' room?
Well, yes.
The little books seem inconsequential next to...
Again, I am not a philosopher, but whoever has...
Interesting.
Футболка, стрела, метод, фаул. Вот это у него рука волосатая. Так. Ну, давайте поспим, что ли. Надеюсь, ничего не случится.
The offer still stands. Take it. You don't look so...
You face the concrete wall. There's less light there, in the dark. The blanket feels cold. The entire room. You feel yourself standing up in the darkness, right next to the mattress. Slowly, the world begins to sleep.
Ну, видимо, он это жилье забросил, этот, кто бы тут ни был. Все-таки лучше поспать, а то вдруг там какие-нибудь дебафы будут. От того, что мы неважно себя чувствуем. А где Ким? Кима ко мне вернут? Ким, выходи. А где? Еще снаружи, на пляже. Иду на пляж. А, не сюда, а туда, куда я не ходил, да? Ничего посмотреть теперь не могу. Видимо, сон какой-то. О, портрет. Кстати, да. Я никуда не могу выйти. Выпусти. Я ничего не могу делать. Куда мне? Как мне выйти? Ну что мне тут делать? Я ничего не понимаю. А, ой, тут можно пройти под этой. Цепи. Где цепь? Спускаюсь. Я не знаю где. Покажи-ка мне. А, вон он. Войди в воду. Ее следы. Ну да, какой-то кошмар, видимо, да? Дальше. Да куда дальше иду я?
Dolores Day, the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the wealth off to advise the Queen of Shest, most likely. This is the holy suzerain of Mwindi and Insulinda. Definitely not your wife. I don't know, man. What is the holy suzerain doing here? Something seems off.
I'm sorry. I was heading to the aerodrome. I just don't have time.
She means she doesn't have time to tend to your emotions. She sighs and looks up.
Hey. I'm doing really good, actually. Both professionally and romantically. I've come to a fulfilling and peaceful period in my life. Well, how are you doing, Harry? Oh, don't say that. I know this positive thing sounds stupid to you, Harry.
This is everything I always warned you about.
I'm going to Morova. To live there, in Grad. It's 1 million kilometers away, Harry. Just my scepter, my globe cruciger, a spare silk gown. But, oh, this. This is just a wreath. The crown of immortality is made of rarefied...
She looks at the suitcase. Silence. Her nuptial gown flows.
Короче, видимо, из-за того, что мы не знаем, как выглядит наша бывшая жена, он представляет ее как Dolores Day, как я понимаю.
No, Harry. It's just regular skin. I'm not as beautiful as you always thought I was. It's okay. No, Harry. No. I don't want a massive We don't have anything to talk about anymore. Every combination, it's all gone. I have to go to the aerodrome.
Oh God, whatever you do, don't try to kiss her yet. Not after that. You're still reeling. You'll fall over if you try now.
No.
I don't want it. It looks expensive. I don't want it. That's not what figurines do.
She looks at the headless found, right? The figurines don't do anything? Anything? Yes, I thought it would be good.
No, please. Please don't give me anything. Harry, I don't want things. I didn't ask for things. It's too late to give me anything. But now, only boring hell remains.
Достижение.
I don't know what you mean. Dolores Day. The morning? I don't understand. Oh my god, Harry, stop. I can't do that anymore. I'm not 80 years old, I'm 32.
This is a bit much for me. It feels like your ribs are cracking.
Then why are we doing it? Wasn't I Dolores Day just a second ago? Now I'm the X thing? You're confusing me. I haven't even bought the tickets yet. I'm glad too, but I have to go. My friends are waiting for me on the platform. I can't let them wait. It's impolite. It is. Useless.
1,000 times you beat an animal. 1,000 times in your mind, you could still climb inside her bed. Still the only man.
Oh, Harry, you shouldn't have done that. Call me like that. They shouldn't have. They really shouldn't. I was in Morova already. Safe. Months already. Soon it will be years without the hurt.
The air gets cold around you. She looks down. The death blow. Black-eyed dogs wander the alleys. Apple trees hang their bony limbs low over the patchwork of roofs. It's Dora. That's what the voice said on the phone. Dubois, yes. Dora Dubois.
Oh no. No.
That was not the death blow yet. You saved yourself. For now. Keep stumbling around and it will happen.
Злобная мать. Ну да.
Yes, Harry. I am. Things have gotten much better.
A tiny golden watch with red straps around her bony little wrists. She doesn't know what to say.
Yes, okay. I'm glad. It doesn't sound like you're better at all, Harry. It doesn't even sound like you're a moralist. It just sounds like you want to win.
Total annihilation. We got annihilated, Harry. It wasn't about responsibility at all.
It's not, but... I don't know why I said but. That's it, yes. We've talked...
We're in hell. Stop. You're only making it worse for him. You never help with anything.
See? It just takes some time. For you, it will take something like 20 years, maybe? But I can't...
It's not. It's just not possible. It's like eating rocks. You just can't do it.
Yes. Yes. It only took me 1 year, maybe 2. Phew.
There is a silence. As you talk, it feels like chewing on gravel, granite, steel bars.
Не знаю, конечно, что у них там за проблема произошла, но зачем до нее доебываться уже?
What other things? We've been through all the things, Harry. We both said a lot of things.
It was her. I can feel it. I can see it in her tender, long fingers, in her wrists.
As Queen Regnant, I write a lot of letters.
You need to recite it to her. For if, yeah, put a stake through your heart. She'll get hurt too. Collateral damage.
Please, Harry. I just don't have time for this. Okay, stop. Yes. Are you happy now? Then why are you doing this? Very well. I wrote it. It was morning. You slept. It was 100 million years ago. I was someone else then, filled to the brim with love for you, hanging on your...
The light of the video rental shines through her dress now. A DeLorean figure, cut in black, moves below.
The coolest, with your leather jacket and your boot-cut pants, smoking in the bus stop. I wanted you to be the first and worst time I fell in love. I will always have that with me. It's a fact. Yes, let's talk about that too. Let's bring it up, the zoo. In Le Jardin. It was just a day then, but to think. Were we there now, you could touch my hair, kiss me. Talk to me about and my crown of immortality. No. You scared her out of me. With your... Can't you see? I can never think you're cool again.
You're a better man now. More level-headed. More normal.
No, it's too late. I found someone for whom I feel the same love.
Your heart burns. Through the...
Harry, do you notice how none of this is very funny?
She smiles mysteriously, looking east. Then...
Is there really anything left? If not, we can always repeat one of the things we have already talked about. Talk about it again. If you do not, I am actually very ordinary, Harry. Below this gown and this thing you've made me into. I'm sorry for saying so, but I just hate it. What is this? This is so far gone, Harry. I don't even... My lungs do not glow, Harry.
She will, once you have erected the Temple of Light.
It is. And it's made...
A warm gust wraps an apricot-scented ghost, wafts all the roads, will knit a completely different world.
It will pass. Everything does.
Ну, я не хочу пытаться ее поцеловать. Зачем?
I
Что
have
вообще
to,
происходит?
Harry. Really,
I was wrong. You don't have power over her anymore. You shouldn't have said that. I am wrong about everything. You should go on without me.
No.
Ладно.
That would only be painful and dull. Light, life, culture. It's so much better. I have to wipe it all off me and be clean again. I want to be a... That was someone else. I betrayed her, overwrote her, and I'm happier for it. And I'm really going now. The time... I won't see you, but you will... Oh, Harry. This is a dream. Can't you see? I'm already right here tomorrow night. Once this dream starts happening, it keeps... I'm suffocatingly beautiful and young. And I smell of tutti-frutti chewing gum. Like I did that time when I asked you. Oh yes, this is real darkness. See you tomorrow.
You're up quick. How was your sleep? did not want to wake you. Perhaps I should have? Was it a job to...
The lieutenant nods solemnly.
Okay.
He's still worried. You must have really thrashed and squealed in your sleep.
Ох, ладно, давайте мы на этом остановимся. Что же, всем пока.